so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrick Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Let's go one more. Single. Single going to 53. Single going to 54. 180.
The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill. 65.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Let's go.
Manning and the Giants come up now first and 10 at their own 11. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go. Hey, Delta.
Now Manning. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also
yeah.
Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Prescott on third and goal. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
They'll run with Penning, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Now Manning. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
New York.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Set. 70. Indy. Tight end to the right. Tight end to the right. Move. Forward out. Key 26. Key 26. Go.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Rock it. Switch. You're out.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Prescott down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now it's Tate. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
55, Mike 55. You ain't going nowhere. Check 55, come on. Check 52.
To throw again. Manning. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Go. Ready?
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Faking the give to Barkley, now Manning. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Manning going to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Manning. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Manning. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here we go, here we go. Protein spill, 15 line, 15 line. Hey, lock it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Looking deep downfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago.
Brings up second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8. Prescott. He's got Fuller. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
New York set to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll throw it with Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
To Saquon Barkley. A gain of 22 yards. And the Giants first down.
Set 50, plant.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Working from the gun, Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready.
Mike 5-4.
Know your job. Go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, box truck. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Manning. It's caught. Shepard. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yards.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants add on to their lead. Throwing is Manning. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 2-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys cut into that lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Giants take over
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
152 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Manning. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 38, Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Manning. And he comes back with one complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Manning now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamal Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Then the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set. 30 base.
Here we go.
61. Matchbox White. Hey, wahoo.
Manning now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, zoom.
Manning now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, Pollard. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Prescott off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kareem Martin able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. It's complete to Fuller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Manning. Over the middle, complete to Tate. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Manning to throw. Out left, Allison's got it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Tate's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Room here to run. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Manning. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal from the 1.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. This is Penny, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8.
Tighten up.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Single.
Check 4.
Wide. Get wide.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
Here's a give to Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.